Good evening, everybody. How are we? Welcome to the stream. Happy, what are we on? Thursday today. It's weird, we don't normally stream on a Thursday, but we've recorded the podcast early tonight, so, look at that handsome, well, you know, I do try, Keeney. You know, I've had myself a haircut yesterday, a beard trim, I've had a glow up, that's what they're saying, a glow up. That also suggests how bad I looked beforehand. So let's think about that. So it's, you know, it's a backhanded compliment, that one. So I'll take it. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you very much indeed. Kanan is in as well. Nice to see you, Kanan. Hope you're good. Welcome, by the way, to everyone who's in on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube. We're all over the place tonight, as always. If you were in the stream last night, then what you'll have seen is you'll have seen drama where we almost left Rakuf Czestochowa to rejoin an old flame in Odd Ball Club in Norway. We nearly did that as part of a Journeyman save, but they hung us. They kept teasing us. They had us on a little thread, and we got there. We did the interview. We didn't get the job. Sneaky little so-and-sos that they are. They didn't offer us the job. So we're still in Poland. We spent most of the summer thinking about trying to move and get a new job, so we didn't really do much recruitment. All of our good players left. Then we sort of went, well, actually, how's about we just go attributeless? Because I've banged on about it a lot and saying we need to get rid of attributes in Football Manager. And maybe it's time to learn how to do data and use Moneyball and all that kind of stuff. And I had a bit of a moment where I went, you know what? Let's just put the Musterman skin on and learn. Because why not? Now seems as good a time as any to learn it. And speaking of Musterman is in the chat right now. And he is about to witness me attempt to understand all of this man's wonderful work. And if you aren't following Musterman, by the way, please do so. Please go and support the man. Give him all your love. He is a wonderful human being, a fantastic creator, generous lover as well. And yeah, let's watch my mind melt, shall we? Here we go then. This is us. We have to apologise to Musterman in advance. I mean, I think he knows what he's getting into here, doesn't he? He's pretty much, he could take an educated guess at this. I think really that it's not going to go well. Because what I'm great at is not Football Manager. So what I'm really not good at is making Football Manager harder for myself, you know? So I figured, why not make the game that little bit more difficult? So yes, here where we are then. This is the Musterman skin. If you haven't used the Musterman skin before, I would suggest you go and have a look at it. We should probably update our skin command on Twitch and YouTube, so we will get a shortcut for the Musterman skin. TJ is a man with ideas. That sounds plural, Rugio. That sounds plural. I think we maybe have to just use this as TJ is a man who has half an idea every now and again. Yeah. We still have the Tony Jameson version of the skin somewhere with animals, weights, and my face. That is true. We did that as a joke before. That was off the back of the FM Show podcast, wasn't it? As in Nottingham, and we asked about whether we could get rid of, because obviously in FM 26 they're talking about getting rid of player weight. 25, I should say. They were saying about getting rid of players' weights. So we said, well, could you just do player weights in proportion to animals instead? And then no one can be offended. So rather than using arbitrary things like kilograms. And then bless Musterman, he went and he did the work. He did the work because he's one of God's people, you know, and he's a wonderful human being, and he did all the work. So I have to dish that out somewhere, and we'll show you exactly what was going on. I think they were trying to get rid of everything FM 25, says John Clark. No, they weren't. They didn't know what they could do. They were having problems, but hopefully it's all fixed now. Hopefully, fingers crossed. TJ had a brain fart, now we're streaming rather than you've had an idea. I think it's very much a case of what's the phrase? You didn't think, you just thought you thought. That's where I am. Like, I think I had a thought. No, you didn't. No. You thought you had a thought. Like, you didn't. But anyway, we're going to learn together, and we're going to see about what we've got, and we're going to try and use some pointers. Maybe Musterman might help sort of steer us in the right direction with things. I did send a message, by the way, into Musterman, just to double check that I understood a couple of things, because there's one or two bits that I do get confused with in here. And it was this one, right? It was this one, which is, let's just put this player here, Kozurek, for example, okay? This possession lost, okay? That's quite confusing, really, because it says possession lost, but what we really mean is that he doesn't lose possession very much if this is all the way over here. If this is full, then he doesn't lose possession very much. If it's very, very short, then he gives the ball away quite a bit. That's the understanding, because everything else is normally good, isn't it? If it goes all the way to the top, then it's a good thing. So 4 dribbles, that puts him into the 90th percentile of dribbles, so in the top echelons of the league. So he's getting forward, he's dribbling with the ball a lot. Pass completion, yeah, you know, he's doing about average, possibly. Oh, John, it's not going to be there's no such thing as a dumbed down version of the game, right? It's not going to be a PC version like a PlayStation 5 version, vice versa. Right? There's going to be the PC game just like it is now, and there's going to be the console version, which is just like it is now, and then there's going to be the mobile version, which is just like it is now. Okay, 3 separate games. And to be fair, even if they do dumb it down, quote unquote, dumb it down, that'll be fine, because I'm guessing the vast majority of users don't understand everything in the game, just like the vast majority of football fans don't understand every little nuance in the game. Okay, so that's my little 2 penneth. Hands up who may have made a video about this today. This guy may have been a little bit ranty. I've sent it to Chris to sense check and do a temperature check on it before I put it out. What skin is it, asks Derry Jones. This is the Musterman skin, Derry. So we are we're doing attributeless, we're doing data driven, we're doing Moneyball. We're basically just trying to find something that is going to get us until FM 26. So yeah, I've started a Journeyman save. We've been in Finland, we've been in Romania, we're now in Poland, and then right now we're just trying to find out what to do, to be honest. Look at Karol Borish. I mean, honestly, like, Wojciech, you've just seen there is no attributes at all, yeah? So I can show you. Well, in fact, you know what? Let's have a look. He's probably not. Right, where is it? Karol Borish. Okay, that's him. Yeah. Does he look good? I mean, these yellow dots would suggest he is good, actually, because these yellow dots would suggest he's in the upper percentile for abilities. The bigger the circle, the better. The more colourful the circle, the better. This DNA would suggest that he's going to meet our team DNA here as well, you know, so that's really, really good. This, of course, is his data map of what he's doing during the course of the season. Clearly hasn't played yet. This bit here is his value, so I'm guessing £16 million. He's quite good. Where's he playing? Al Akhoud. Oh, he's in Saudi Arabia, right? So there you go. Let's just ignore him straight away then, shall we? We'll just move on. We'll move on there. If they're in Saudi Arabia, it's not one for us. When a player is not fully scouted, we'll show the highest estimate of its attribute. See, we're learning. We're learning. So there's an estimate in there. Right, here's the thing as well, Musterman, right? While you're here, okay, do I have a lot of leagues loaded up? I do. I've got, what leagues have I got loaded up here? I've got Australia, Austria, Bulgaria, Canada, Croatia, Czech, Egypt, Greece, Iceland, Indonesia, Japan, Norway, Poland, Serbia, South Korea, Sweden, Turkey, United States, and the Ukraine. That's where we are. Yeah, so if your knowledge says it's 9 to 17, it'll show us 17. Right, okay, so it'll go for the potentially the best. That makes sense. And if I look at recruitment, Musterman, okay? This is the bit that I want to discuss with you before we go further, and will be part of a video further down the line, right? If I'm using this, okay, and I've just decided to adopt a Moneyball style approach. John, I was at your show in Glasgow many years ago. Nice, John. Yes, my man. Now we're talking. This would have been, well, could potentially have been many, many years ago. Was that in the Yes Bar? Or was it the stand? Probably the stand was the biggest one, I reckon. So maybe there. Help me and my mate are both in the Championship Playoff League final. Yes, Lucas. Now we're talking. Can we show us the previous winners of the Croatian League? Why? Why? Like, we're in 2031. What's... Are you going to put a bet on it, are you? Right. Okay. Let's show you what the Croatian winners look like. Get some weird requests, don't you? And I'm going to guess Dinamo Zagreb, probably. Right. There you go. That's the league. Okay. And then we're going to look past winners. All right, yeah. Zagreb. Split, Rijeka. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Okay. So if I'm gonna look to try and bring some players in, Musterman. Yeah. Let's look at players that have been scouted. Yeah. Do I know what color file you're using in the skin? This is the standard skin. I haven't changed with the other colors. I should probably put there's like a red and gold one that I maybe would want to use, but I haven't gone and altered them. So there is some other ones in there that I like, which is the beauty of the Musterman skin. It is also customizable as well. So have a little check out. So I've just got the standard iconic on at the minute. So if I class these players, Musterman, as players that I've seen, right, that the club are aware of. So we look at Yusu Cisse, who's at Generation Foot, so he's clearly in my class. We can take the estimation of how good he's going to be in terms of his abilities, yeah. And then there is, if I got the scout reports, that's what obviously we can look at here. So minimum transfer value, under 21s, playing other positions. We've got the analysis report as well, which we can't have. So do we have to have an analyst in the team as well to get that? And then, of course, we've got the actual statistical breakdown of what the player can do. And that's... So for me, I don't know whether this is right or wrong, I would class as him now being scouted. Yeah? I would say he's now a scouted player. So we can start to have a look at him. That gives us a bit more information to work with. Yeah? Compare him then with another player we've got at the club. So say, for example, where he's a striker. Let's compare him with... Kupish. Okay, so Kupish, there you go, and that's how we compare in the same way as we did on other skins. Yeah, Lewandowski, we've got a Lewandowski. Lewandowski is here, there you go, Kasper Lewandowski. Yeah, it makes complete sense, doesn't it? There he is. Okay. So, Keeney, didn't start a saving Germany last night. Start with Vojvodina of Serbia. Instead, played until 6 a.m. after this stream. Played a fair amount of the afternoon. Won the league in the first season. Man, you've been busting it. Won the league in the first season. Had a Red Star, Belgrade, and Partizan. Both clubs sacked the manager. Offered me an interview. Rejected to keep going, despite financial destitution. I mean, I love that. I love the sound of that. That is hardcore. You know, you've had the chance to go and join Partizan Belgrade, and you went, nah, you know what? Not for me. Not for me, thank you. Right, Musterman, where can we get your skin from? I should probably give you a proper link, shouldn't we? Let's do it. Do you make money out of FM Scout? Because I don't want to just send you their link over there, but well, it does seem like it's the most up-to-date one. Is it Scout or is it Passion for FM? Right, Passion for FM looks like it's in the 2025s. So there you go. Right, that's the Musterman skin. So go and get yourself a copy of that. Okay, so this dude, talk me through this dude then. Pavel Matusevsky. Very, very good at dribbling. High expected assists. So 0.34 per game, which is good because he's a winger. We're going to look at obviously what we think he might be in terms of his descriptor. Wide threat possibly. Forward. So stretches the back line, gets in the penalty area, an absolute menace when running with the ball. That sounds like what he might be, to be honest. Mac with the follow. Appreciate that, Mac. Very, very kind. Non-penalty XG, not really fussed about that. He's getting 1.5 shots per game. fine. It's not brilliant for a forward player, but it's okay. Pressures attempted 10.75, so he's used to trying to close the play down. So if we are defending from the top, right, then he can press early doors. He can maybe be one of my defensive wingers. Oxlow, even on the follow-up, appreciate that, Oxlow, very kind. He is a dribbly boy. Who doesn't love a dribbly boy? He's a dribbly boy, isn't he? Evening, Mac. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you. So he doesn't win many tackles. His possession lost is very short. So does that mean he doesn't lose the ball very often? So dribbles a lot and doesn't lose the ball. So he's a very, very good dribbler. Is that how I'm reading this? I mean, 7.12 average rating. This guy seems like he's pretty decent, to be honest. Okay, he's decent dribbling, decent first touch. Technique's fine. Very agile, well balanced. Okay, so he's nippy. He's light on his feet, is what we're talking about. Yeah? And then if we look to his actual details, if you click on the buttons of the pizza chart, you can refine it by position and group. Can I? Where? Pizza chart. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, here. Yes, that's right. Sorry, my mistake. So attacking midfielders. Right, yeah. So lots and lots of dribbles. Doesn't lose the ball. Sorry, I keep forgetting that this is here. I know I should see it. So get him in, pretty much, is what they're trying to say. Okay. Issue is we don't really play with wingers, so that's a problem. But for another club, definitely someone we like. He is determined. He's got good teamwork skills. He's got a good work rate. He's got good stamina. So he fits our DNA that we like. Is this customizable as well? Yes, it is. So we can definitely get the full proper TJ DNA in here. We then go to the analysis report, which says this is where he is. So he's 7th in the league for assists last season. He's 48th in the league for goals, which is an unexpected positive. 2 chances created this season, 4.5 dribbles per game. So of course, the more we get here, then the more we can start to break it down. Maybe a bit nicer, do it from bar chart. Nicer on the eye than the circle. I mean, I haven't designed the skin noodle soup. Yeah, so this is maybe something you got to take up with Musterman, to be honest. Like, you know, that, I mean, does that really help me? I don't know. I don't really think that helps me personally. I'm very much, I mean, this is like a brand new thing for me to try and learn as we go along. So there's a lot for me to take in, really. So it might be slow. It might be like trying to teach a small child what we're doing. Peasy, are we doing a career with Whistler? No, we're not doing a career with Whistler. We're at Rakuf at the minute, and I say at the minute we are trying to leave. So these are the dribbles made this season. Progressive passes. So this is season stats so far, and then it's per 90, which again we can break down, which is useful. Now, these aren't just like by position, are they, Musterman? So there's not really a lot we can look at and go like, okay, right, he only does. So if I only want to do winger stats, that's not just there, is it? Do you know what I mean? I need to go into the player search and then start to really put my filters on and start to look at what's going well. And then this is per game, yeah? But I don't think I can break it down per game. Well, I can. I can do per game. Played the whole match, created a goal. Played the whole match, created a goal. Oh, look at this. This is like actual scout reports. This is what we actually need. You know? So, right, okay. So this dude is absolutely a great player. Stats and passes aren't broken down by position, just bar and pizza. Essentially the same information, as different way of visualizing it. That makes sense. That makes sense. Respect for doing a Polish save, says Peasy, and appreciate the follow, my friend. Very kind. Thank you, Peasy. Okay, so if I then wanted to look, for example, for a new winger, I'm not necessarily sure that's what I want to be doing. So if I go to edit search here, so this is my defensive midfielder setup. So I start thinking about what would be good stats for an attacking winger in Europe in football. Right, okay. So if I start to break this down then, so I'm going to want things like dribbles per, so I put winger for example, yeah, and then I want that to be changed from passes to dribbles made or dribbles attempted. Dribbles per 90, yeah. At least, I want at least 1.5 dribbles per 90 minutes. Yeah. Crosses per 90. Dispossessed per 90. Okay. So crosses would be good, but if we're working the ball in the box, do we need crosses? Yeah, that's the question. Do we need crosses? Zeep's in on the 29 months. Thank you, Zeep. Very kind. 33, by the way. On 33 months. That was awesome. Thank you, 33. Very kind indeed. Frederick Flittenborg. Evening, Frederick Flittenborg. This is the Musterman skin, so we're going into a data-driven at this moment in time. So this is a brave new world for me, to be honest. High intensity sprints, possibly. Where's dispossessed? Where would dispossessed be? Tackles and interceptions, maybe. Surely be under dribbles. It should be, shouldn't it? Mistakes. Depends on what role you need. An inside forward. Well, yeah, I've not got inside forward because it's not. We're not sort of like doing. Well, to be fair, we haven't got wingers, so I don't really know if it's something that's going to be needed really. I'll put pressures in there as well, and we'll see if that's anything. That's not brought anything up. So let's take pressures off. Let's take something like. Let's take high intensity sprints as well, and at least one per game. Now it might not show up because I've maybe not played enough games. So 1,000 minutes. Let's take that down to. Don't want a lazy winger who isn't tracking back. That's true. So I wonder if we haven't actually played enough minutes for these stats to come through, because we've only really had 4 league games, so we wouldn't have 900 minutes yet. So actually I'm not going to get anything out of here. I've worked it out. Right, okay. It's all about data today. In a sense, Ian, yes. At least for the next few moments, until I go, this is too complicated. You know, like for example, if I look, for example, at my team and go like, well, how do I change things? How do I know who's playing well and who's not? Other than just general guesswork. Hit the minutes can only be adjusted by increments of 1 or 1,000. Yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it? Because then there's nothing in between either. So that's pretty tough. But that's fine. That's you know. That's a minor niggle. Oslo says Tristan. You're making a good point, Tristan, to be honest. Like, I mean, I know they're only like they're semi-pro. It's the YMCA of Oslo. So it sort of feels like the sort of club that we should really turn up to. Club legend Henning Berg. I mean, they're semi-pro. Are they a professional now? Hmm. 3,000 seater stadium. The bottom of the elite sailing. They're probably not going to stay up. So do I want to go to a team that's going to get relegated? I mean, could we keep them up? Are we looking to leave still? Maybe, Ian. I think we're looking for a project. Okay? We thought we were going to go towards Ball Club last night. That didn't come off, unfortunately. So, are we now looking for the right move? Probably better, really. Like, the team we've got isn't that bad. Can we use this as a way to sort of almost learn how to do data-driven stuff? Maybe. We've got Viking Stavanger as a possibility in Norway as well. Like, you know, they're a little bit bigger, a little bit better stature in the game. Great training, great youth, so that could potentially help us and be better than going to the Oslo team. I think they're a better fit for us. They're not ideal, but they're better. Oslo, I just think Oslo's a little bit too tricky. You know, is there a database for all the leagues like African and Asian? Yes, you go and get the mega pack. I believe it's on FM Scout. I think that's where I got it from. Go and get the mega pack, and download that. And there's loads of stuff in there. Literally, like every nation you can think of is in that pack. We've got it. It's class. It's really, really good. Maybe wait for some mid-table 15 to 20 UEFA ranking system, or a second division Spanish school. Well, we haven't got Spain loaded up, so that would probably slow some of that down. But you're right. That's the sort of, we need to be looking at a step up, right? We've been in Finland, the second division. We've been in the first division of Romania. We got so close to winning the league actually in Romania. We shouldn't. Should we have left? Maybe not. Maybe not. But we did, so it's fine. And we are now, of course, in Poland, and we did pretty well in Poland. Like, you know, we've done pretty well. We sort of like started to slack a little bit towards the end of the season, but it's one of those things, isn't it? We were never going to be up there or thereabouts all season. We weren't meant to be there or thereabouts all season, and we just faded away just at the end. So that was a shame. We finished 5th, I think it was, wasn't it, last year? 5th or 6th? And this year they want us to finish 3rd. So that's a problem, because I don't think we're going to finish 3rd. Okay? That's not going to happen. We also have to remember that wherever we go, we're taking Colo Touré with us. Yeah? Need to remember that. So let's keep our eyes peeled constantly. We will keep checking the jobs board, because something might come up that seems interesting. But at the same time, there's nothing here that's good, like, you know, that's grabbing my attention. So I think until something grabs my attention, we are going to stay in Poland for the foreseeable. Viking Norway, is that too much of a jump? No. Viking would be perfect. Interesting enough, Brandbergen is potentially coming up again. But you know, they all see they put him in charge, and there they are, still struggling. You know, they could have had us and struggled, but no, they wanted someone else. So fine. In Poland, you need a team that is very physical. We do. Kevin's in. Kevin Mansden. Right, okay, Kevin. So, believe it or not, Kevin is shouting for Sonness. Now, you won't believe this, Kevin. We have actually applied for the job, right? And we talked about you last night on stream. You weren't here. But Sonness are currently 5th in the second division, okay? 4 points away from Sarpsborg. So, we were trying to work out, is this the job to go and take? And just to turn up and sort of see if we can help push that promotion. Could it happen? Don't know. There's not a lot of the league left. Not sure. It's a possibility. We have applied for it, so we'll wait and see. Odds Ball Club strung us along a little bit. Not tempted to replace Phil Neville in the MLS. I mean, to be fair, we haven't attempted MLS for a long time. We might as well now at this point. I've been told by the squad they're not happy with your management of your team. Several players feel the squad is lacking sufficient depth. Well, there's not much we can do about that, is there? Yeah? Right, we'll try and get some players in, but I've got a new approach, lads, where I'm only doing data. So we'll wait and see whether it works. You know, we lost a lot of good players, and yeah, we have to deal with that now. So there we are. Scott says, miss which leagues you loaded up as Twitch ran ads at the wrong time. All right, leagues. Sorry, leagues again. Australia, Austria, Bulgaria, Canada, Croatia, Czech, Egypt, Greece, Iceland, Indonesia, Japan, Norway, Poland, Serbia, South Korea, Sweden, Turkey, United States, and Ukraine. Okay, and because we've got the mega pack, we can put anything in. So loads of African nations, loads of Asian nations. Yeah, bits of Europe that we've never even thought. So yeah, there could be some fun as we wait for FM26. Right, where's that? Is that one of the striker still in the reserves? There he is. Yeah, why is he there? Get yourself in the first team, mate. Oh, great. And he's injured now. Excellent. Perfect. That's an interesting range of leagues. Were these the leagues in the beginning? We put a couple in. We've taken a couple out. I chose to not put the top 5 or 6 nations in because I was like, I don't really want them. I want to avoid all that, really. So I was like, right, let's not bother with that and just see what we can do instead, and go and find somewhere that's a bit more fun. And yeah, we went Finland first of all, and then we went to Romania, and now we're here in Poland. So that sort of seems to make sense as a trajectory. And now I think somewhere like Scandinavia will be a natural progression. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see where we get to. Musterman, if you're still here as well, can I have some advice on what you would use in your iPad here? Because I have I've sort of like tried to add some bits in, but I'd be interested to know what you use at this point. Croatia and South Korea sound like fun, to be honest. Right, they could be actually. I'm not sure that South Korea at this moment of the save is the right move, but maybe. So here's what we got. I've got my shots on target, my XG, my off targets, clear cuts, half chances, long shots, possessions. I've added a couple in here that I think might be quite interesting. So things like clearances, non-expected penalties, progressive passes, final thirds, sprints, and optas. You like the analysis screen? This one here. Yeah, so here, I like this, but I don't know whether it feels like... I don't know if I feel like I've got something missing here or not. I don't know if I have. Because obviously when I look at SAS or WTCS, I know I've got the opposition formations, which I'm glad I don't have, because in a sense you wouldn't know that straight away. You can work it out from down here, so it's a little bit more thought. Momentum's good. Shot maps. Again, can we change these? Is there anything that we can change in here? I don't know what would change them to. Right, we're in red and blue, by the way, so now the Greens have got the ball. It's not a good thing. Oh, well intercepted. Glogovsky. He's in quick. Machacek. In. Lewandowski opens the score. Is that going to count? Is it going to count? Yes, it is. Right, a little bit of dribbling from Machacek. Good finish. Scott says, I'm thinking of doing the same save for the last save before FM26. What, something like this? Get it done. Get it done, Scott. Scott. You don't need any of it. Just sit back and let Lewandowski score. I think that seems to be the best advice anyone's ever given, Musterman. I don't know why I'm even considering leaving Poland. I've got a Lewandowski. Is your Lewandowski in relation to Robert? I don't know. I haven't checked. An idea how to fix fixture congestion. Yeah, be less successful, Zach. Rotate, rotate, rotate. That's the only way to do it. Oh, well won. Good ball through. Also, as well, what do you think of this as a formation as well, by the way, Musterman? Keep your eyes on it. I'm not sure if it's quite a PvP thing, but I wanted to make a 3 at the back tactic, and I wanted to basically squeeze the play and smother teams. I think it sort of works well enough. In my last 7 games, I have a 1-day gap between them. Yeah, it sounds like... Whereabouts are you playing? You can't edit the skin layout without the skin files. Nah, that makes sense. I don't want to check. You know, this is your work. So... Pantovic. Back inside. Glogovski. Go on, Glogovski, off the post. Ooh. Yeah, well, to be fair, United, Zach, it sounds like you've not really got much of a problem, to be honest. If you've got the FA Cup final, you've got the Champions League semis, you've got Premier League games, I think you're doing all right, to be honest. Teams gives us more things. Yeah, and then breaking it down into the individual areas is obviously stuff that I can learn at this point as well. So that's good. I had a bit of a nosy at that last night. Am I Aidan McGeady's doppelganger? No. I don't think I am. I don't think I am, Lewis. Bartix in on the follow. Appreciate it, Bartix. Very, very kind. Thank you. Thank you. Metro. Starting to think I'm cursed. I'm an FM. I've lost the league by 1 point to City twice in 1 save. Well, it happens. It does happen. Disallowed. I'm not sure what you want them to do here. Yeah. Love a good Moneyball save, says Yassip. Great movie as well. It was. It was a great movie. I like the concept behind it, and I would love to understand it more and be able to implement it into FM. So this is what we're going with. This is how we're going to try and do it. Oh, look at that. Lewandowski with a tap in. And I don't want to get the two mixed up. I don't want to get data-driven recruitment mixed up with Moneyball, or data-driven performance mixed up with Moneyball, because it's different things. I'm aware of that. But, you know, watching teams like Sunderland go about do their business, I'm like, this is not just, right, load up the search filter and have 15s everywhere. Overview. See, by overview, there's nothing I can add here, is there? I've always said that I don't want too much information on a screen, and now, because I'm used to having too much info, I'm like, can I have more info on the screen, please? Even though I don't fully understand it. So, props to Musterman for holding some stuff back. I appreciate that. It's already working. It could well be, you know? It could well be. How old is Kasper Lewandowski? He is very young, I believe. Oh, well. There's no little hoverovers. Come on, Musterman. He's 19. 19 years old, and he's not related to Robert Lewandowski. He's a Lech Poznan fan, though, so we'll have to remove that out of him. How many hamsters does he weigh? I reckon about 16, I think. Okay, so again, we can't. Can we move this out anywhere? No. Key tackles, fouls, interceptions, clearances, and shots blocked. Okay, nice. You can get the hover over the teams tab. Oh, can you? In that case, apologies if I didn't know that. I could check. He thought about it. Oh, Altenfeld makes it 3. Here we go. 3-0. Noah over on TikTok says, I'm wanting to learn Moneyball. Do you have custom data analysis for players? Musterman, do you want to answer this question? Because at the minute, my answer is no, I don't have anything at this moment in time. MD, appreciate the follow. Very kind. What you can do is you can export the data from your game. So usually you want at least a year, probably more. If you're going to compare it properly, or if you're going to do what I'm going to do, as Musterman suggests, vibes, mainly. I suppose it depends on how accurate you want your data to be, your information to be. Do what you want, then find some bullshit reason to justify it. That could be it. That's the way. That is the way. Love a good spreadsheet. Well, in that case, you've come to the right place then for a. I think a Moneyball save is definitely your thing. If you're into the spreadsheets, there is loads of people doing really, really great spreadsheets as well. It should be said. Jenna, the spreadsheet queen, she's got a cracking one. So you need to keep your eyes peeled for that if it's still about. There's another one from what's the other guy? There was another good guy who had one. I think it's one of the original ones. Can't remember. But yeah, they also had that as well. I'm an accountant. I can't say no to an Excel document. Oh, Noah. You need to learn to say no. Big Robbo is about to release something as well. He is. Robbo is definitely about to release something. Stag definitely has some stuff. Noah, appreciate the follow. Very kind. That's a good point, actually. Has Stag got stuff? FM Stag. Moneyball? Would you rather we watch on Twitch or TikTok? I can use both. Whichever you prefer, to be honest. If you want to see the full-blown screen and everything that you can see, then yeah, you probably want to be heading over onto Twitch or YouTube, whichever's easiest for you. But if you're happy just hanging out on TikTok, you can be on TikTok as well, or you can do both if you want to mess up the hopefully sort the algorithm out. You can probably do both. So entirely up to you. Everything is user driven around here. Apart from opinions, yeah, you have to listen to my opinion, I'm afraid. I have just downloaded Stag stuff, by the way, there as well. This is great. This is good information. Who am I kidding? I can see half the screen on TikTok all over the Twitch. There we go. Yeah, that's the one. We looked at some of Stag stuff earlier in the year. We did. He did all my data hub stuff. In my next Moneyball save, I'm going to try the FM Data Lab website. You can do. I wouldn't. Are they the ones that I'm not recommending? Let me have a look. I've got people in trouble before I say about this. Are they the ones that have done the match engine thing? Are they the match engine people? Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not fussed on the match engine update thing. Calispira Jason, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. If you can leave all that stuff alone, But let's look though. Let's look and let's celebrate success. For example, passing maps. Ooh, see? Working. FM Data Lab is a different person. He runs a website that's good for exporting FM into data-led visualizations. See, this is why we need people here, just to correct me as to who I'm beefing with and who I'm not beefing with. Who's the one that I'm thinking of? Who's the other one then, Musterman? Just while I look at this again and be like, look, see, my tactics working nicely. Who have we got? Here we go. Okay, we're performing well above average in attacking, above average in defensive statistics as well. Losing possession on the halfway line. Match Lab, that's the one. Match Lab. Right, sorry, my mistake. Right, Data Lab, good lads. Match Lab, they're the ones. Just rewind the stream and just ignore the bit where I got them mixed up. Yeah. Clates uses the data lab stuff. He seems to be quite into it. Look, I get things mixed up every now and again. Yeah. A lot of times, I hear things at the first time the same as you do. Yeah. I say stuff out loud, and then I go, I don't think that was right. And I just let it settle, let it land, and I test out and see who reacts first. And yeah, sometimes what I've said is wrong. So, yeah, okay. Data lab people, we're all right. Yeah. I don't understand why I'm allowed the internet. Do you know what I mean? Some people should take it off me. I shouldn't be allowed full access, should I? Right, so hang on, so reading it through, so is this like a sort of... Right, so if you put your save into here, then it spits out the players that you want to be looking at. Is that how I'm interpreting it? Does this essentially do all the hard work for you? Callum Metcalf in with the follow-up. Appreciate that, Callum. Very, very kind indeed. Harry, the Nearly Man is in. The Nearly Man is here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nearly. Pretty much. Okay, cool. So is this sort of where... So Robbo's got something similar then, is that right? Is that what his AI companion is? Part of the companion is for that as well. And then part of it is about squads, part of it is about tactics. Am I understanding that right? Because you might all want to know, I learned GPT. Yeah, I mean, I can't even say it, can I? I know what ChatGPT is now. So there you go. I think you'll find I'm one of the cool kids now. Yeah. I asked it a question. It gave me an answer. I was like, okay, here we go. And so far, I haven't realised that it's... I haven't allowed it to take over my life, which apparently it can do. It's going to take over the world. And I'm not really sure. Because I still think it's the lazy way of doing everything. Like, do you know what I mean? As a creative, I look at that sort of stuff and be like, that's cutting out the people who can actually do stuff, innit? Like, when it comes to like thumbnails and graphics and all that kind of stuff, I'm like, it's just lazy, innit? Getting the internet to do it for you. Yeah. Jason, Lech Poznan is better, by the way. Okay. Cool. I mean, I'm not a Polish football fan. I'm not a Wisla Krakow fan. I'm not a Raków Czestochowa fan. If Lech Poznan are better than that, I mean, that's great. That is great. Amazing Chi, good old chat GTP GPTBD. Yeah, DVDs. I have early onset dementia. I'm getting lots of things mixed up now. So you know whether you're as bad as me. There you go. Isn't that nice to know that I'm apparently presenting the same character traits as someone with early onset dementia. I mean, that is, oh dear, it's a tough start to today's stream, isn't it? We've only been on an hour, not even that, half an hour, not an hour, yeah, and I'm already going, well, you know, things, oh dear, things have taken a turn, haven't they? Let's self-diagnose me. Right, scouted players. I want a left back. Where's previous players that we've looked at? Where's my little list? I haven't got one, have I? I've got to try and go here. You've not lived until you've asked ChatGPT to make a WrestleMania poster with all your face merged into every wrestler. Can it do that? I mean, that sounds like something that I probably need, doesn't it? This is a ploy designed by Tony to find out who the nonces are in the chat. Yeah, it is. It's a very clever ploy, isn't it? Jason, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Very kind. What's my goal for the save? My goal for the save is world domination. It's not really. It's have Ideally, I would like to win the Champions League or a World Cup. At the minute, just a league title would be nice. Not really having a great time, if I'm honest. But with that being said, the aim of the save is just vibes, right? So we're having a lovely time, and no one's getting hurt. So that is also what we need to consider. Yeah. What's my transfer strategy at the minute? At the minute, it is find players who don't cost very much money. Because we had players who came in from Dortmund on loan last year who were brilliant. They've now gone. I think I'm going to leave the job. But until then, I just need players who can plug a gap and probably perform well enough that everyone's not going to hate me. But I am obviously trying to look at some sort of data-led or Moneyball style recruitment as well. Tom Berry, appreciate the follow. Very, very kind. So if the opportunity allows itself and presents itself, we will add some elements of data or larger elements of data into our recruitment strategy. That's the thinking. But I'm also only looking at players that we've previously scouted. So again, it might not be a foolproof strategy. It might be a stupid strategy, to be honest. But it's a strategy at the minute. Have we decided to see out the season, or are we still eyeing up an exit to Malmo? Malmo's still very much in my mind. If we can get Malmo, that'd be class. Abdullah Ali, appreciate the follow. Abdullah, very kind. Thank you for that. Wingers, wing back. I mean, is this again, Musterman? I know the answer is probably play the game however you want, but is this a reasonable way of classing scouting? Would scouts turn up with the list here of like, right, look, I've looked at these players. Here's all the data. What do you think? Like, I think that's probably how they'd do it. So I'm trying to find my realism. At the same time, he's a striker, isn't he? Drago Hodzic, 5'8". What are you saying here? Not really saying much, to be honest. Ozabello, 6'2". Possession lost, 1.82. So gives the ball away, but wins it back 28. Oh, hello. Winning the ball back 28 times. Can be wayward with crossing the ball. Doesn't feel comfortable in big matches. Inconsistent. No, he doesn't give the ball away. Right. Okay, so he keeps the ball. Doesn't lose possession. Wins his headers. This dude's a beast. Is that right? This dude is like an absolute destroyer. Send a scout to find players on amateur contracts. Might be a plan to consider until you get some decent war chest. I don't think we're getting war chest in Poland. But I think this guy, he's had one very good game. Yeah, but surely if he's had one very good game, he can have two very good games, Musterman. Do you see where I'm coming from? Yeah? Like, the stats don't lie. Like, he was immense in that match, so therefore, why would he not be good again? 1 interception, 1 clearance, 1 pressure completed out of 3. 8.2 miles he covered. You're not going to be able to make conclusions at this point in the season. No, we can't. No, but see, there's a thing that data can't leverage, and that's for gut feeling. Yeah, and he's on loan. So let's see about loan. £1,600 a week wages. Optional future fee, 300 grand. Do you know what? I'm going to go with it. It will be a ball, right? Yeah. I'm going to try. I'm going to trust my gut on this one. Because sometimes you can have all the data in the world, and sometimes it just comes down to, does it feel right? Yeah. And that felt good. That's what she said. Yeah, very much vibes. Found a Javier Mascherano new gen. This is what I'm hoping for. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Favorite football trait to learn Wonder Kids. Scouting. Or your favorite trait to teach them. Be better. Be better. That's the best one. I don't really know. I don't really deal a lot with Wonder Kids. Like if they turn up, if they turn up during my save, I tend to think that they're lost, and I'm like, why are you here? Yeah, teach them to win. Darren Hayward, I've really got into Moneyball saves. Excellent, Darren. I hope to be able to make this something. At the minute, I mean, we are what, one and a tiny bit of streams in to my Moneyball adventure. We haven't thrown the computer out the window so far. But that's not to say that we won't. Yeah. Now he's played 3 games. I just need a left back. Someone who's decent. 2 games. Aggressive. Teach them patience. They won't kick if you're not managed to sign a 5th centre back. Yeah. There's a bit of that in it. One of my best signings had 0 info on him, mainly because his surname was Fartuna. That's the one. Get him in. If he's got the word fart in his name, he'd be brilliant. He'll be an explosive signing. So he's a centre back as well. I need a left back. Come on, give me a left back who's not 35. That would be great. Like this dude. Centre back apparently. He could play full back. 21 years old, 6'1". What's his oh hang on, I want to click off this bit again. There we go. Right. Let's go to centre backs. Let's go to full backs. He's not really getting forward, is he? To be honest. Apparently, he's a priority signing though. But are they saying get him in as a centre back? Has TJ gone down the mouse hole again? 100%. I have. 100%. I quite like it down here. It's fun. Yeah. I don't know how I can find more players though without just, you know, hoping for the best. Because I'm sort of using it as well. Have the players been scouted? Are my scouts aware of them? Are we aware of these players as a club? Let's go to these players. Scout reports. Let's see. Let's see what you got. Brooklyn Lins Foster. This is the Moneyball. This is the Musterman skin, Noah. We're using Musterman skin. So if you haven't downloaded that yet, get yourself a copy of it. Has TJ figured out how to use the skin yet? No, of course not. Of course not, console. Learning is for other people. Yeah, it's not why I'm here. Brooklyn Lins Foster. Do you know what? He's not got anything else. And again, this is maybe not the right way to go about moneyballing. But you could argue that there is a list of players who are free, and he's probably got in touch via Twitter or something, being like, "Oh, here, TJ, can you have a look at me videos for me skills? What do you reckon? Can I come for a trial?" Yeah, do you know what? You can come for a trial. Come for a trial and see what you got. Show me what you got. Yeah, maybe it's part of a YouTube series or something. I don't know. You could find a Somali wonder kid and pray for a Fijian striker. We could. And you know what? We could, and I bet I probably have. Peter Lennart, 19 years old. Agile. Polish. Only sign him as a last resort, apparently. Yara, that's one of our former players, so we don't want to go after him, clearly. Zed Rutel, another victim to statless FM. No. Well, first of all, your problem here is that it's called its attributes. So there's your first problem, right? Is there a way to watch our streams back at a later date? Yes, YT James. You can either watch them on Twitch. Twitch keep the VODs for about 14 days, I think. Or if you go to my YouTube channel, Tony Jameson FM, all of the streams are on there in their entirety, so you can go and catch them all up and watch them back through there. That's probably the best place for actually YouTube. Go and have a nosy. And yes, I am another person who's looking at taking attributes off, because attributes are just cheating when you think about it, really. So putting that out there. Should have a minute of silence. No, we're not going to do that. And also, who maybe I already have. I haven't, but. What have we got? What have we got? More defensive, more players? No one else there. Oh, Diego Prates. 300 grand / 3 million. 1.5 mil. Is he right footed? Is he? Either footed. Centre back, is he? Yeah, centre back. Okay. I'm not sure. We need to see. We need to see. We haven't got a left back yet that I'm happy with at this moment in time. Let's cancel that. We don't want to let another goalkeeper go out on loan for now. Recruitment focus. All right. New recommendations. Good. See, so it does slow the game down a little bit, which is fine. I'm all right for that. There's a little bit less vibing going on, which some people might say is not the end of the world. Yeah, maybe slow me down a bit, make me actually look at some of the screens and be like, oh look, there's things there that are really important and interesting. You know, never considered pressing that screen before. That should be a mode for FM26, hard mode. Yeah, should be. Or it should be made the default mode, and then easy mode should be with attributes. Yeah, just put it back on. Wouldn't it be nice if the coaches just told he's like a shit Kevin De Bruyne? I'd take that. That would help me. I'd be like, oh cool, I know what that looks like. Yeah. Yeah. You won't hear me complaining about cheating, especially if it will benefit me. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly, Jason. At least you're honest. There is a lack of honesty in amongst some people, isn't there? The Kenyan Jan Mulby. We would sign him. We absolutely would sign him, wouldn't we? The Taiwanese Alan Hutton. What season are we in? Asks Big Liam. We're in 2031, my friend. So we're quite away in season 9 now of the Journeyman. Djurgården maybe again. Ooh, that could be exciting. Although there's part of me thinking we just stay here. Like, I know we do have an issue now where I'm sort of like spending some time trying to recruit, and I've got the players on me back saying they want more players coming in, so I guess we'll have to wait and see, won't we? The Vietnamese David Hopkin. That could work. The Senegalese Darren Fletcher. The Madagascan Kevin Davies. Have we moved clubs? Surely it's the best thing to learn the skin by going for the past season, knowing who'll be playing well and challenge it with the Moneyball approach. What is Console? You've been round here before, haven't you? Right? You've been here. What are you doing bringing logic into this? Well, yeah, obviously looking at what's worked before would be the right approach, and thinking, okay, let's learn from last season and improve that. Yeah, that is the right way to do it. But where's the fun in doing the right way? I ask you. That is also code for forgot that. Soz, yes, we're still here. We haven't moved. I will need to work out how I'm going to try and like compare my data. I'm trying to help us not educating Rita. Oh no! I'm all for it. I need the help. Trust me, I need the help, right? But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I need to learn offline, I think. In fact, that's even a message that Musterman sent me. Good, you need to learn a lot of this offline. I'm like, yeah, but I'm already in now. So the Georgian Duncan Ferguson. Ooh. I even said worse. I blamed you for distracting him. Next week's show, all about the Musterman skin. Oh no, you know what? I can tell you what next week's show is. I can tell you because we recorded it tonight. It is Zealand and Stans talking about the league. So very good episode. We had a great conversation this evening. We recorded it early because obviously time zones and stuff. So it's in the can already, ready to go for next week. Yeah, I think you're going to enjoy it. So need to win how to win the Premier League book. Oh no, I don't need that. Kevin, if you're still on TikTok, if you're still there, Sonness have offered us a job interview. Now let's see what we can do with this conversation, shall we? I can learn Norwegian easy. Can you ease your concerns? You've never managed this country. It's fine. Come to Norway with blondes and fjords. Yes, you do. You do. Why do you seem to want to take a step backwards in your career and come here when you can arguably have the pick of bigger teams? I mean, ooh, that's you developed a reputation for applying for other jobs. I have, but look, it was my choice. He's not worried about losing the backing of your players. I mean, I would like to say yes, but I'm not sure. I've managed to be successful despite that. We've mounted a surprising promotion bid. I can push those players. Would you want to start straight away? Let's start now. We can work with the director of football. We'd like a budget because we need to try and bring Cola with us. 890 grand. That's more than what we've got here. Right, is that something? Is that something? They're interviewing some self-esteem coaching. So there is a possibility then. So hang on, has my TikTok stream gone down? That's not ideal, is it? Let's go and get that back up, shall we? Right, let's go live again. What's happened there? Anyway, it went down. Sorry about that, TikToks. Sorry. Don't know what's happened there. Thank you for attending today's interview. We're shit. Why are you here? That's it, innit? Like, Zealand is using the podcast to avoid going for a run. That is true. He's definitely done that. He's definitely did that. Same reason I use the podcast, to be honest. Okay, so welcome back everyone on TikTok. I don't know why it stopped. Apparently there was a lack of activity, which I don't believe. I don't believe at all. I think we were very active. So anyway, we're back now, and we can continue about our ways. So welcome back in, everyone. Let's have a look. So we're gonna put the big lad in now. Ozibello. Okay. Big defensive midfielder who we think can just go around knacking people. He's had one good game. Musterman says, he's only had one good match. Let's make it two, right? So he's going to be defensive midfield. Look out for him. He should be the giant. Okay, there he is there. Ozibello. Okay, let's have it. We're in white. Our hosts are in orange. TikTok requires you to do a dance routine once per stream. Oh, I forgot. That's the problem. Yeah. I also didn't sell Shilajit while I was on stream as well. Didn't once mention the TikTok shop. Maybe I should have done. I've got access to all that stuff and I've never used it, you know. Like, I've never started to, like, do the whole selling things and posts. What classic dance routine would I opt for? I'd probably do like a waltz with myself. Or the Monster Mash. Possibly. I'm a classy guy, Musterman. I'm a classy guy. What about yourself? Oh, that's not a penalty. Come on. I mean, it's going to get given because, of course, there's no other options than give penalty. This is what they need to change in FM26. Not every tackle in the box is a penalty. You give the time warp. Oh, nice. That could work. That could work. Do the Macarena. And then rack off Pass the league? Piss the league, possibly. Kieran Quinn, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Okay. So that's not ideal. 1-0 down. Where's the league table? Glingovski. Picks it back up. Goes on a bit of a burst. Here we go. Altenfeld inside. Lewandowski. No river dancing. No, I can't keep my arms perfectly straight. It's just too rigid for me. Yeah. Disallow. Oh yeah, they'll disallow my goal, but then they'll let them have a penalty, won't they? Kieran and Quinn, which team are we? We're Raków Częstochowa in Poland. So try saying that 3 times fast. That's how it works on TikTok. Oh yeah, like you do well on TikTok console. Like you're always doing sexy dancing. Matcha check. Now we've equalised. Did I let you all know? And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you might have seen this yesterday. I reposted one of my mates, Frankie. He does the match day commentary at Sunderland and the stadium announcing. So he used to be in a band. He now does the match day commentary and stadium announcing. He was on a podcast recently. And he's from Sunderland, right? And he was talking about how he saw like a lad in Sunderland, like a proper chav lad, in Greg's order a chocolate pasty because the idea of ordering a pan au chocolat was too posh for him. So he's like, yeah, can I have one of them chocolate pasties, please. And they were like, do you mean pan au chocolat? Aye, chocolate pasty. It just had me buckled. I was like, I've never heard it called a chocolate pasty before, but now I'm like, I think it should be called that forever. Definitely think it should be that. Milky Reynolds, another follow. Very, very kind. Thank you. Moneyball indeed, Milky. We are doing that. How many hours have I got on FM? I don't know, Ollie. Loads. Like millions if you go back to like when I was in the Champman days. You could have 10,000 hours on it and you could still be crap, you know. So I don't necessarily think the hours are a particular barometer. How's the Moneyball system going? I'm intrigued. Well, at the minute, we're very much at the starter element of it, Milky. So I've got no attributes. I'm just looking at form and pizza wheels and sort of descriptions for players, and then I'm slowly getting myself into, all right, well, he's doing this, he's doing that. It'll be better for recruitment once I have at least a season's worth of data to look at that I can pull out and analyse, probably, or get a computer to do it. But Musterman's here to help me. That's what I need to. That's what's clearly here. You know, the skin is the Musterman skin. The Musterman skin, which can be found by searching Musterman skin, FM24. After 1,000 hours, you've completed the tutorial. There isn't even a tutorial. That's the problem. There should be. We've always said there needs to be some sort of glossary in here, possibly. I've got 3,000 hours on all FM and Champman games. Looking for a starter save for next year. Well, you better hope a game comes out next year. Yeah, 3,000 hours is decent. I mean, well, how many? Well, I say it's decent. If it's FM and Champman games, that's not a huge amount, is it? But it's all good. It's all good. Leighton Dyche, appreciate the follow. Very kind. I know we said that Azeblo was going to get loads and loads and loads of great games. He hasn't at the minute, but let's ignore that for now. Because, you know, vibes. Oh, then kick tipped onto the bar. Oh, my word. What a save that was. Crazy. You're never into football until the end of the Champman series. Well, that was like 20 years ago, Ollie. But welcome into this space, this world. As I say, I think I mentioned earlier, oh, come on, no, he got the ball there. He got the ball. He clearly got the ball. Have they given that? Oh. Nah. Come off it. 2 goals, both from penalties. Never a penalty. Never. Honestly. Shocking. Shocking from the referee. What's Moneyball? Moneyball is where you are looking to use statistical data to try and buy wins, essentially. Some people use it to just look for cheaper transfers and go like, oh, we'll get a cheaper player by spreading money all over the place. That kind of works as well. But yeah, technically we want to be looking at how we can improve our chances of winning football matches by spending less money, or making changes based on how the teams are performing using data. Am I any good at it? No. Am I learning it? Yes. Is it going to work? Probably not. But we'll have fun trying it. Can we see more pushing and shoving in FM26 when they get contentious decisions? No, we can't console because that would be graphics, and people don't want graphics, as will be discussed in my video, which is as I say, has been sent to the editor to go, is it too ranty? Because I don't think it is, but you know what the general public are like. Yeah. Will it work? Who knows? Who knows? I think that needs to be a t-shirt from around here, doesn't it? Is this going to work? No idea. Unlikely. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that at least one of those shouldn't have been a penalty. Definitely the last one. That's why Chris isn't here. That's a little bit, yeah. He's got a lot of editing work on as well. And I've said, can you look at this as well? How did the general public react to your wish list in the end? Oh, they don't like it. They don't like it. Because the problem is, and this is kind of what's inspired the second video, is everybody is responding to, like, I don't want better graphics because I use the 2D match engine. Like, as if it's like a one-person decision. We had someone on TikTok decide to start making their own videos going, this is what we need before we have better graphics. Like, I haven't created the graphics argument, but he took exception to everything I was saying. So I was like, mate, just chill out. Like, you need all this stuff. And he's like, no, it needs to be about immersion. And it's like, oh, God's sake. Like, whatever, fine. Like, just you do you, you know? Like, there's just, everyone just loses their mind. And people are, like, genuinely upset at the idea that Football Manager might change. So I've had to put, well, I haven't had to, but I have made a video about, like, all the people that play the game right now, you know, like the hardcore, then we're not really the ones that FM and SI should be focusing on, because we're going to buy the game regardless. You need to now look at the younger people, and Linda Kuehl, welcome in, appreciate the follow. You know, look at younger people, look at people coming in from the FIFA community and trying to wow them to get them involved in the game, because they're the ones who are going to be, who you need to be getting in now and then trying to serve for the foreseeable future. And clearly that message will land appallingly, I'm guessing, with the vast majority of people. Casper Smorgy is a great name. Where am I looking? Smorgle, yes it is. I think it's a bit expensive for me, but I do like it. Miles said there are 6 profiles of FM players. Yes, I have seen that. I have seen that or heard about that. And so that's sort of what the video is about, in the fact that you can't please everybody. So it's sort of like, I think how have I worded it? SI can't win, or like FM26 will disappoint everyone, or something like that. There'll be some sort of clickbaity title that will wind people up. But yeah, I just think that you can't please everybody. You shouldn't try. You shouldn't try and please everybody. And if you do, then I think you're doing it wrong. By Thomas Pienko. Who's Thomas Pienko? I'm also live somewhere else. Yes, I'm on Twitch, Linda Cooley. Linda Cooley, yes, Twitch. And YouTube, actually. Tony Jameson FM on both of those. You get to see full screen goodness. How'd you get the view like that when you go to the players? This is all part of the Musterman skin, Jamie, so you need to download that. If you search Musterman FM skin, then you'll get it. Type 1 reasonable, type 2 to 6 increasing levels of irrational. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, type 1 reasonable, type 2 to 6 ranging from slightly agitated to general to a bit of a cunt. Polish winger with good potential. Oh well, we're in 2031 now, so his potential's probably peaked, I'd imagine, and possibly even on the downward spiral. I'll try and put a bit more money in here for old Nicholas May. What's this? Peter Podney. Actually, do we buy him or do we go for the lad from... We've got a generation footer, haven't we? I think he's 150 grand. Baba Gay. Right, so Baba Gay as a striker, let's have a look at this. So, doesn't take too many shots. Loses the ball? He's only played five games this season. Lack of team ethic can be an extra burden on his teammates. He's a perfectionist though. 21 years old. Is he worth a risk? Cisse is extremely uninterested in discussing terms. Right, there you can. Right, you can be a. Oh, right, fine. He's not bothered. Okay, whatever. Do all the data we want. Nothing's going to stop us buying cheap players from Generation Foot. Agreed, Matt. Agreed. You've been around a while. You know how this works. Evening, Gavilar. Welcome in. Welcome in. CB should take Sanjek from Polish 4th Division and put them in Step 8 in England and build them up. Why? If you could provide me a reason as to why I should do that, or why that would be interesting, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Where am I from? I'm from, so I'm originally from Sunderland, but I live in York now. So, is taking Bournemouth to Europa League in 5 seasons good or not? Yeah, it is. Because that's not going to happen in real life, is it? It might, but... So, yeah, that is good. Well done. Well done, Dara. Why am I playing a Polish club? Because I'm in a journeyman career, so I'm sort of like just on the scout for any interesting jobs. So we started in Finland, then we went to Romania, and yeah, now we're here. So right, that's reasonable enough. For Podney, Nicholas May, they want a little bit more. Still, that's a fullback. Has he got a release clause? $500 grand. It's a lot of money for a backup left back, isn't it? Also, we can't get out. Yeah, we can't. Yeah. Yes, unemployed. Keke, yeah. Unemployed, no badges. Just, see where we go. How tough is the save? I'm making this save look really tough, Gavler. Lots of people would have had it locked down and they would have done really well, but not me. I'm making this save look harder than it needs to be. And I think there's something to be said for that, So do you reckon the PC is harder than the console? I haven't played the console version, but they are different games, so I don't know. I'm sure I'd make the console version difficult as well. If you ask people who've never played the console, they'll say that it's a dumbed down version. I don't think that's true. I think it's just all you can do is there's less leagues and there's less amount of time you can play. But some people will have you believe otherwise, or at least attempt you to believe otherwise. You can make any save difficult for yourself. You can, console. You absolutely can. Jay, appreciate the follow. Very kind. You can, but not everyone wants to do that because it comes with an element of jeopardy, doesn't it? And sometimes if you make it more difficult, then you don't win. And people don't like not winning. That's the thing. Harley Sims, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Very kind. Feels as though you almost can't lose on console. I mean, there's people I know who can't lose on the PC version as well, or the mobile version. So it would be it's the same in everything, isn't it? It comes down to who have you bought, what's your tactic, and how Gegan is your Gegan press. And if you've got all that, then you'll probably win, because the AI is not smart. The AI is a bit rubbish, and once you've worked that out, then you can just go win. Now, for us here on stream, I don't think that makes a great experience personally, because where's the fun? Where's the jeopardy? Where's the drama? Like, we need to tell. We want to try and tell stories, right? And if you're winning all the time, then there is no story to tell. So that's my justification for not winning. Maybe, don't know. Does that sound believable? Sure, why not? Sounds believable. I've done it. Excuse me. Win a match in FM. You guys win matches. Not all of us. Not all of us, Ian. Right. How'd the Sonness interview go? It went all right, Tristan, I think. But whether or not we get the job or not, I don't know. And I'm not sure if it's the right option, to be honest. Yeah, I am starting to think that maybe there's potentially Djurgården possibly coming up on the horizon, maybe. We'll have to see. Literally turn up to watch a grown man struggle and make me feel better about my own failures. I'll take that, MCG. I'll take that. See, there's Djurgården here. 5th in the Allsvenskan. Litek Lovek again. Like, why do they always keep coming up? Bromma Pekania. Down the bottom. What's the situation with Djurgården, shall we see? 5th in the Allsvenskan. That's not good for them. They're outside of Europe. They don't make it. That manager's gone in it. Oslo was in a better position, but even still felt like a step back. It did. And I think that Sonness is going to feel like too much of a step back as well. Leo Borges is great. Not really young, but every time I buy him, it pays off. Interesting. We're not putting... Goalkeepers are not leaving. King's Peach. Appreciate the follow. Great name. Matty, what very new around here. What kind of save are we doing with recruitment? So we've got, it's a journeyman save, Matty, where we started the save unemployed, no badges, no experience, no real idea where we're going to go. To be honest, we had 4 years in Finland, we had 3 years in Romania. This is now our 2nd year in Poland, and to make things interesting, we've now started to put a Moneyball slant on things and some sort of data. In here as well, and we've done that for 1.5 streams, so I wouldn't necessarily say we've got a specific strategy just yet, but I think this is the way that I need to start playing the game going forward to make it a bit more interesting, because I've said time and time again that, you know, like, FM needs to get rid of attributes, in my opinion. So maybe I now start to play that way and try and learn whether or not what I'm saying is correct. Djurgården was where Kim Kallstrom came from. That's correct. That is correct. Got Port Vale Season 3 on PS5 in the Championship, finding it hard to sign players. Or to get players to sell. Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. So it's difficult trying to sell players because you don't want them. Like, so if you don't want those players, the other clubs don't want those players either. So you can't just expect those players to, like, instantly be sold. So that's obviously tricky. Bealey's in on the follow. Appreciate it, Bealey. So that's always tricky. And then signing players, you know, again, let's not beat around the bush. You're Port Vale. Like, it's going to be hard trying to sign players and convincing them to come to Port Vale. So, you know, your reputation obviously is going to take a little bit of time to increase before you become a viable option. Yeah, like, even when you get a team like Luton got to the Premier League, they weren't signing top-end European players for one season, you know. Just because they're in the Premier League, they weren't coming. They were still going, it's Luton, isn't it? You know. So, yeah, they're not jumping at the bit, unfortunately, to do it. Or chomping at the bit, sorry. Matty Hughes, appreciate the follow. Very, very kind. Thank you, pal. Is it normal I got offers from PSG in my 7th season in mid-table team in the Estric Halsa? I guess it depends upon the player, to be honest. James Shawner, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Yeah, if you've got a good player, then I don't see why you wouldn't get offers. Doesn't help the board have capped what I can spend to £2,000 max. Well, yeah, that's also going to be part of the problem. Then you're not going to be able to sign any players if you can only spend £2,000 on wages. Oh, not as a player. They want you as a manager. Yeah, that is weird. Yeah. Yeah, that is weird. Unless you've won the Champions League in the Polish division, then I don't think PSG would be after you. I could be wrong, but that's the quirk of the game, isn't it? Am I signing players 19 to 27? I'm signing players that are going to give me value. Ideally have some sort of resale, but we're probably not going to have resale because they're going to be 1 or 2 year contracts. But they're going to be young enough that we should get some value on them, or at least going to be cheaper than players that we've got rid of. So that's the plan. We're sort of testing the theory right now because the next club we move to, that's when we really need to start looking to embed the philosophy and embed the understanding. That's what we're doing. So we probably won't know much data until we get to halfway through the season, and then we can see who's playing well. Sonness have turned us down, so there we go. We're not getting out of here, are we? Where's the other manager come from? It's not a problem, because what it means is that we're going to be here for a little while. Sacked as manager Strømsgodset last year, so there you go. James Horner, my 4th season, took over the worst team in the Conference South, resigned halfway during the 2nd season, now starting 4th season, still in the National League. Tough to find players for free with low wage. Oh, no. It should be easy. It should be easy down there. Like, you can literally trial everybody. You don't have to pay anybody wages. Trial them all. Look and see who's any good. And then take those players on. And then you've got to be okay with the fact that if those players are any good, they're going to be gone within like minutes. They're going to be going to league clubs or wherever. So you know they're not going to stay with you. You've just got to enjoy them while they're there and realise that they are going to be in and out the door. You can't get attached. You can't get attached. Like, you know. So never done a trial before. Oh mate, you need a trial. It's the way to do it. St. Pat's in Europe, FM 31-32 season, signing young players domestically, then look to and for players in Europe as well. Nice. So, what's the crack then with St. Pat's? How far have you managed to take in 2031? That's my problem. I get attached to the players really fast, and it hurts to sell them. Yeah, I get that. Because it can hurt. That's what she said. Did we switch teams yesterday? No, we didn't, unfortunately. We tried. Never worked. What's it like? This one's just the normal still water. It's fine. The flavour one's alright. I like the lemon one, lemon and lime. The mango one's okay, but yeah, the lemon and lime one's decent. Oh, bargain seller, they do, and they get it cheap. So buy it by the box. Works out like 30 pence a can or something stupid like that. The UK supplier apparently is like, they don't do any more in the UK, so they'll be selling it all off cheap. You sold your captain after 6 years, made 7 times profit from that move. Breaks my club's transfer record, but it really hurts. Yeah, but you see, the thing is though, is you obviously then you have to just accept it, reinvest the money back in the club, and away you go. Can't have loyalty in Moneyball, TJ. If you want Brad Pitt to play in a movie, you have to be ruthless. Good point. Very good point. Brad Pitt can get out of the movie and I'll go in. This is it. You just gotta like learn to cut the cord, isn't it? No loyalty, no attachment. These players are they're just numbers to me now. Okay? They're just numbers. Can't do that. It's always gonna be you and Brad Pitt confused already. Yeah, I'm sure you do, Muster Man. And one day we'll get your eyes tested. Yeah. But at the minute, absolutely fine. There are tools in a toolbox to get you where you want to be. Tristan, look at that. That's spoken like a man that does not care at all about anybody. Nice play. Pantovic. Oh, he's at the post. I always see Brad Pitt scruffing trifles. Yeah, I do as well. I watch him on stream. It's brilliant. Attachment is for the week. Tristan, this is you like without sleep deprivation. I can't wait to see you in a couple of weeks. Just a quivering wreck on the floor. Oh no! That's a dreadful goal to concede. Also, by the way, Tristan, have you seen the new York away top? Very smart, very smart. Where's Amiao? Who's Amiao? Who's Amiao? Am I Simon Wilson? No. Who's Simon Wilson? I mean, you could work out I'm not, because my name is on the stream. So when you've clicked on Tony Jameson, you'll have seen. It doesn't say Simon Wilson. I don't know who Simon Wilson is. He's a lookalike. What's that? He's a Welsh streamer. Okay. I don't know. Amiao is a Polish winger from Raków. Right. Well, we're in 2031, so he's probably left. So we are quite away in this save now. So players who are sort of around right now, they're probably not here. They're probably not here. We've moved them on. It's just another man with beard and hair. You know what? I look a lot like lots of men who have beards and hair. Every week, innit? Every single stream, it's like, do you look like that dude who's got beard and hair? Like, yeah, I do. Yeah, me and the dude with beard and hair separated at birth. Absolutely. Just me and them are like, hey, yeah. Oh, I missed the penalty. It's because I was taking the piss out of people. Shouldn't have happened. Yeah. But you know what? He sounds devilishly handsome. Does. I bet he gets it all the time. I bet whenever he's doing travels around the world YouTube, everyone goes, are you TJ? And then he goes, who? And then they go, TJ, hair, beard, Football Manager podcast. You must know the guy, surely. And then he goes, oh, that's because of the hair and beard, isn't it? Yeah, I get that. I had Aidan McGeady earlier, and that's not the first time I've had Aidan McGeady as a you look like Aidan McGeady. We should maybe start a tally chart of you look likes, because they're all bold opening gambits, aren't they? Like, none of them are ever any good. You look like. You know who you look like? Looked him up and it's amazing how much he doesn't look like you. Make it like Jericho's list. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, Jericho's list, though. Unfortunately, Jericho became a nasty piece of work. But yeah, maybe we should. I'm going to find out who this dude is, actually. Right, Simon Wilson. Right, Simon Wilson beard. Simon Wilson YouTube. Let's have a look. Images. Look nothing like him. Genuinely. I look nothing like this dude. Right, now, I'm sorry, okay, and this might sound mean. I know I'm overweight, right? But I don't think we look alike. He doesn't even have a beard. And his hair's a different colour. And he looks I'm struggling to work out what. In fact, right. I'm struggling to work out what, who, where. When? Which of these is me? He's got 2 eyes and 2 ears. But you don't know if I've got ears because I've always got cans on. See? So you can't tell. His hair's different. Different colour as well. I mean, okay, like maybe in that picture, possibly. That picture, definitely not. This is not my hair. No beard at all. And we're both on the internet. That'll be... I bet he's not as funny as me. He probably isn't. I bet he's more successful than me, though. I bet he's a lot more successful than me. Am I alright? I seem perturbed. No, I'm just... I find it odd. I find it odd the people that go, you look like this guy, and I'm like, I don't think I do. Like, what do you see that I don't? I feel like you've been negative towards your double. I bet he would be the same. I bet he would be looking at me going, there's no way I look like that guy. Like, what, that Football Manager streamer? No. Look at the state of him. He's got a beard. He's got a haggard face. He's got loads of grey hair. Like, I don't even know if he's got ears. Yeah, his teeth are better than mine, I reckon. He does good videos, but you don't look like him. Fair enough. Yeah. I don't do good videos. I'm not a YouTuber. So, yeah. I'm also not Joey Barton. We had that the other day. I'm also not Aidan McGeady. I am possibly Brad Pitt from a distance, like 17 miles probably. Nicer looking than Aidan McGeady. Thank you, Paul. I look like a nice person. Thank you, KK. Appreciate the follow. We've lost to Videk Loz. Yeah, to be honest, I was kind of a little bit distracted. Can you get yourself a job in the league season 2? Well, I mean, I was going to be in it this year, carpet, but unfortunately, I've got a lot of there's a lot of stuff going on in real world, which meant I wasn't able to commit the time to being in, unfortunately. Rob Edwards was another one. Yes, that was in that yesterday. Yeah, so I was supposed to be in this one, but it's going really well. And we had Zealand on the podcast tonight, so of course that next week, and we've got Stans on as well, which is amazing, by the way, to get Stans on the podcast. So that should do really well next week when it drops. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that. And of course today was FM Football Manager Phone In Part 2. So if you haven't seen that already, get yourselves in. Get yourselves in on that as well, and make sure you haven't give it a watch. Tony was going to be in this one, but he looks like every other competitor. Didn't want people getting confused. Yeah, me and Moonoo streams, unfortunately. Like, she was like, shit, do I look like TJ? I was like, yeah, you do. Patrick, what season? 2031, so season 9, I think. Can I find I'm a year? I mean, no, because we're just doing things with data, so you wouldn't see anything. So, no. They booked Simon Wilson by accident. Damn it. Ricky Wilson from the Kaiser Chiefs I've had before. Again, because he has a face. Nobody's ever said I look like Jet from Gladiators. You have 350,000 people on your database. Not that much. But it's quite a lot. Try fitting them in a car. You'll struggle. 350,000 people into a Volkswagen Golf. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Yeah. Unless it's one of those clown cars. What tactic am I running? I'm running my own... oh, it's the other side. Oh, Muster Man, this is confusing me. I'm used to seeing my tactic on this side of the screen. So you can't see it all fully. So there's 3 centre-backs, 2 wing-backs, a defensive midfielder, and two central midfielders there. And then 2 strikers. So a 3-5-2. I also had to double check that message didn't say what tactic are you ruining, because I was just like, it does definitely just say running. Yeah. We can see everything. You're just playing in defence and goal. Thanks, Musterman. Volkswagen Golfs have plenty of room in the back seats. Can fit a few folk in there. Well, that's what they say. I don't like lightning. Well, not with that attitude, I don't. Also, by the way, American Gladiators is coming back, and Danny Spiegel from CrossFit's in it. Mrs. J is fine with me doing an ogle at that. So keep your eyes peeled. I look a little bit like Wolf or Cobra. Oh, yeah. Kasper Urbanski. Look, right. I'm gonna level. We don't have any attributes on players. Okay. So look, if I click there, that's all you're gonna see. Right? There's no attributes. There's no numbers. You're not gonna be able to see how good these players are when they get further on in their career. So asking to see players is not really gonna be much use at the minute. Yeah. Mrs. J ogles Simon Wilson. I think we all do. We should have clipped the Danny Spiegel chat for out of context. Feel free to go back. Put it in context. Mrs. J will understand. Thighs the size of tree trunks. Oh. So I think my data-driven approach is working out really well so far by not touching the data. Yeah. Obviously, results on the pitch aren't spectacular. We've drawn 1 and lost 1. Have we even done any matches? Like, have we done 2 matches? Is that it? Jesus. We've had fun though, right? Right? How do you get academy players? They just turn up every year. Every year, academy players turn up in your team. I think it's about like March time or something. May, maybe. Did I win the first 3? Did we play them tonight? No, 6-3 seemed like a last night one. I think we've already played 2 games. No, maybe Slack we won. Slash Rockloff we might have played tonight, possibly. Yeah, Lewandowski scored a couple. The 6-3 one I think was definitely yesterday. So it's not been a complete bust. Have we only played 3 games? Did we play Pogon as well? Yeah, I think we played Slash Rocklaff, Zaglebi Lubin, and Vidzu Lodge. So how many Polish players do I know? Oh, like loads. 4, 40, 43, 4, 5, 9. I don't know. I know the ones that are in my team, but some of them might not be real. Did I win? So that's going to make it a bit tricky. Name your favourite 10 Polish players. Alright. Robert. Peter. Lucas. Thomas. Martin. Or Marek, possibly. Who else? Yeah, Jersey, and Sebastian, and then another 3 Peters. Will I do a Mortar Lubin career in the future? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Who are Mortar Lubin? Arter, yes. Who are Mortar Lubin? Are they another Polish team? Or are they from somewhere else? I guess never say never, unless like they're really bad people. We could potentially do that. PC looks way better than console version. Okay. I mean, this is a custom skin though on the PC version. So a multi-lubrin career. Yeah, I think they're talking about your fake taxi from over here in this chat. Getting those 2 chats mixed up, aren't we? Just started a career with my mate. I went to Crystal Palace. He went to Fulham. Who do I think did better? I mean, we're lacking a lot of context here. So, guesswork. Right, I'm presuming. I'm going to take. I'm just going to cut straight to it here, and I'm going to presume because you've said it, you've done best. Yeah. Even without the skin, the PC clears out the console. Well, okay. If it's PC, it looks better than console because of the skin. No one likes the vanilla skin on the PC. Exactly console. They're two different things. They're 2 different games. You can't just be like, oh, that one's better than the other one. It's different. None of them are dumbed down versions either. Yeah. The player philosophies thing is much better on the console than it is on the PC because it's not there on the PC. It should be. Yeah, it's a great feature that's lacking from the PC that's on the console. I'd love to mod the console skin. I think you could. Console. You could do it. You got 6 by beating Spurs the 93rd minute. He came 11th. There you go. See, I was right. You finished higher. Yeah. Come on, boys, get your foot in. Oh, or don't. If that's the other option, don't do it. Why is he not bothered? I think he gives up as well. And there's nobody at the back post. I heard the pod today about creating a manager vision, by the way. Yeah, I think it's a good idea, isn't it? Like, I mean, of course I think it's a good idea because, I think... was it me that said it? Maybe. Can't remember. Sounds like someone I'd say. Who would you recommend as a good youngster? 30 million budget. Joe Bellingham. I don't know who you're managing Palace, are you? Two 2-0 now. Okay. Like console principles being a 5-year plan of management philosophy. Yeah, I think that would be good to put in. Right. Is there a way that I can... Oh, there it is there. Oh, giving the ball away again. There's no amount of data you need to see this performance, is it? Do you know what I mean? This is just my team playing badly. On last week's Patreon, you mentioned your mate Kai. Would that be Kai Humphries? It is Kai Humphries, yes. It absolutely is. Yeah. So Legia up the top here, Legia Gdansk. I mean, we are not doing well. What style am I using? A control possession style. At the minute, I'm using a bad style. Because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go Geggin. 4-0. This is woeful. How has this changed so badly? Rackhoff is in the top 3 in real life. Something went wrong in previous years with your team. Yeah, exactly. So it's not my fault, is it? It's other managers' fault before I got here. That's why we're not top of the league now. So I can't be blamed. You can't wait to see him again. You're supporting Jim Owen. Oh yeah, he's great. Kai's brilliant. He's so good. Which FM is it? 24 DF. Oh, okay. So we've got one back, but it's not good enough, is it? Really, to be honest. In fact, it's dreadful. For a fun fact, I can tell you that current Rackhoff coach is a PE teacher in his past. There you go. There we go. Can you try with the back 4? No. I could, but I'm not going to. Because I wanted to develop this tactic. You're currently manager of Worthing on your own save. Nice, DF. Is there a new one coming out in September? No idea. No idea, Dara. Nobody knows. Apart from the people at Sports Interactive. They will know. 5-1. Oh. Oh dear, this is dreadful. I don't even think we've changed anything, to be honest. Like, you know what I mean? We've just literally sat there and just taken it. Ironically, we're only 6 points away from third, so we're not a million miles away. But this is not going to help morale. Alfeld in for Podney. I mean, Lewandowski's out injured, so that's not helping. Aussie Elbow maybe hasn't looked great in the 2 games we've played. Played 8, won 3, drawn 1, lost 4. Lost 4. It's not ideal, is it? Maybe all this sort of like me looking around for a new job might have a little bit of, maybe it is starting to rub off on the players, possibly. I wonder. How do you get better academy players? You need to invest in your youth system, both youth recruitment and youth facilities, and get a really good director of head of youth development, and then just hope for good luck, because there's actually no rhyme or reason as to how you will do it. You have a better chance of getting those players, but that doesn't necessarily mean you will. There are a couple of other jobs kicking about in this potential world here. Besiktas again. We've been turned down by them before, right? Rosenborg. Djurgården's gone again. They seem to be happy enough with the Djurgården manager. I don't know why. Just commit. He's either good enough or he's not. Lokomotiv Zagreb. Oh, their kits are quite cool. Lokomotiv Zagreb, what have they done? Anything? 1 top division. Interesting. View the Srory. What's Srory? I've Had 3 0-0 games on the bounce against relegation fodder in Denmark. FM messing me, telling me I need to go to bed. Every now and again it does that, doesn't it, Tristan? Every now and again. What skin? We're currently using the Musterman skin. So we're getting all data driven. So yeah, it's called Musterman. M-U-S. I'll pop it in the chat. M-U-S-T-R-M-A-N-N. If you Google that and then put FM24 skin after it, you will find it. Download it, pop it into your game, and then away you go, and you can enjoy all the wonders of recruiting via data and, you know, playing with attributes off and all that kind of good stuff. Remember my first ever FM, my neighbour once got me on the game. Oh, your neighbour was once on the game. Oh, excellent. Who was your neighbour? The story here is either going to be someone who we've never heard of, or like, you know, Lionel Messi or something. Oh, my neighbour was Gareth Bale. Pantovic is happy with the squad now. Right. Simon Johnson playing for Eastbourne Borough. Oh, there you go. Might not be a name that jumps out to everybody, but it's enough of a name, isn't it? Dabrowski, unambitious. Might not have the level required. Right, okay. Terminate trial. Game gone. We don't need him in here then. yeah. His flatmate was Gareth Ainsworth. Imagine if that was the situation. That'd be great. That's his moment of fame. Well, yeah. Do you know what? Like lots of people would say that. Go, yeah. This is my moment of my claim to fame. I was in Football Manager. That's a fair claim to fame. He signed himself for Newcastle. Oh, bless him. What do I think about FM26? I think nothing so far, because it hasn't been announced. Do I expect it to be better than FM24? Yes, I think it will be better than FM24. I imagine based on nothing, I'm presuming it's going to be better. I've released I've released a video that I've got some thoughts on what I think I would like in FM26. It won't be FM26, it might be FM27, 28, 29 or whatever. But yeah, I've offered my thoughts on it over on YouTube. I've got another video coming out in the next day or two that will again add some more thoughts into the reaction to the original thoughts that I've put out, because naturally the Football Manager community have been very gracious and dignified in their responses, and have taken a lot of time to process what I've said and then rationalize some articulate responses back to the things that I've said that could potentially make the game a little bit better, although not to everyone's it might not be to everyone's taste, but we know that the vast majority of fans are going to respond articulately and nicely and politely, and not just rant on the internet. So I made another video coming back at them with that. So I'll probably get more of it back, to be honest. Can someone explain what Moneyball is? Moneyball, Carpy, as I understand it, is a way to try and look to buy wins by spending less money than you did before. You're using data to try and find the the best fits for players. You know, you're not just relying on standard recruitment. You're looking to find value where others can't see it. Yeah. So finding some unearthed diamonds, unearthed gems. Did I get invited to the Creators League? I did. Yes, I did. Unfortunately, I've got quite a lot going on behind the scenes, so I wasn't able to commit to the time required for it. So yeah, unfortunately, it was one of those ones where I was like, I love the fact that I got invited. It was amazing. I was genuinely honoured, but finding the time to make it happen was just not possible. But we've got Z on the podcast this week. Sorry, next week I should say. Sorry, and we've got Stans as well. So that's going to be awesome. Getting to listen to the pair of them talk about how the Creators League's going. So it's so yeah, it's really interesting, and it's cool. It's great what they've done. It's really great. You know, like it's got some good eyes on it. Everyone seems to be having fun with it, treating it in the right way, the right spirit. So yeah, can only be a good thing. What do I talk about on the podcast regularly? Oh, like loads of stuff. Sometimes it's about Football Manager, but loads of it. Oh, it's another penalty. Are you kidding me? The easiest thing for me to say, Rovers Extra, is just to have a check on it. Like, check it out. The FM Show podcast over on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts if you would prefer it in audio form. We do talk about Football Manager quite a bit. No penalty. There we go. About time. There's some stuff we talk about Football Manager. There's also some stuff we just have a bit of silliness. We have some guests on as well who talk about some interesting stuff. We had Jamie Hutchinson on this week as a comedian. He's very, very popular. We've had Harry Robinson from Have a Word. We've had Jim Smallman from WWE. We've had Louis Miles, who made the Football Manager documentary. We've had Ian McIntosh from The Athletic. Loads of people, to be honest. Llama, like creators. We had Llama. We've had Musterman. We had a phone in the last couple of weeks as well, where we're doing like episode 100, 101, where we're taking opinions from members of the community, getting them to actually turn up and put some questions to us or some thoughts. Oh, that's a penalty. A little pirouette on the edge of the area. Look at this. This is showy offy. What's he doing spinning on the ball? I mean, fair. Absolutely fair. But dancing around like that in Poland, and we've missed. God's sake. What season are we in right now? And is Steve Capaldi playing for Legia? We're in 2031, so I'm going to say no, he's not. I would presume. Jamie Hutchins is one of the best episodes I've heard. Outstanding. Seems he's incorporated Football Manager's ruined my life into his fantasy world of FM. Yeah, oh, he's great, isn't he? Jamie is so funny. I said, didn't I? I said that it was going to be the funniest episode of the FM show we've recorded. And I was right. I was absolutely right. And I'm glad that everyone's picked up on it. I'm glad that people have loved it. Because we've got a mix. We've got like Jamie fans who obviously love what Jamie does. And then we've got a lot of Football Manager fans who've probably never seen Jamie, or maybe are slightly aware of him going, oh, he's that dude who does the Football Manager bit. Like, or maybe weren't aware at all. So putting him in and trying to sort of like fit him into the Football Manager world was always going to be interesting. But yeah, I think he smashed it. I think it was class. Hall of Famer, definitely. He's coming back again. Absolutely. The Darlow rant with Tom Platt. Oh, it's excellent, isn't it? It's great. Insufficient depth in goalies. Who are these fuckers with the goalie gloves? Nah, not good enough, Gaffer. Let's put Kostic in there. Let's Pantovic isn't really playing that well, to be honest. So let's look at putting another. In fact, you know what? Let's put Kostic there. Try that. Put like when comedy crosses with FM football, I was guaranteed to get my attention. It's tricky though, because you know the thing with football is it's very tribal, so you've got to try and pick who you can take the mick out of without people taking offence. People do take offence at football. Glakovsky. What a finish from the right back. Yes, Rovers, it is on Spotify. You can get it on Spotify. We're also on Patreon as well, but patreon.com/the FM Show Pod, where you get to see myself, RDF Tactics, and Sai Maggio playing in the network save. We're all in Serie A, so I'm in charge of Atalanta. Aaron is at Bologna, and Sai is Napoli. So you'll get to watch us battle in Serie A exclusively on Patreon. NC3HO, appreciate the follow, pal. Very kind. Very kind. Got a PC recently, says Oscar. My first save, just lost 7-0 in my third game. Game's gone. Well, we need more context though. Who did you lose 7-0 to? Who are you in the game? Was 7-0 appropriate? Lucas in on the follow. Appreciate that, Lucas. There's another penalty. Did I do a show in Manchester by any chance? Says Blanks a few years ago. Yes, many years ago. So I've done one. Well, I've done a couple actually. I did one at the King's Arms in Salford, which is Paul Heaton's bar. That was class. And we did the Lowry Theatre, the small room in the Lowry, which is still like 100 odd seats, but Altefeld in the in there 2-0. I got a really odd feeling of seeing you live. You were brilliant. Bless you, Blanks. Very kind indeed. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's weird, isn't it? Like, you know, thinking like, oh, I've seen that dude before. And look how quickly we've jumped up. We've jumped all the way up to 6th now. One win has taken us back towards the top. How come I decided to stop? Pandemic and children. Blanks, unfortunately. It was the perfect storm. 2 massive life events happened at the same time, and then I kind of got out of the habit and didn't really get back in, unfortunately. So, yeah. And here we are. We keep threatening to come back. We keep threatening to do another Football Manager show. How much more comedy is there in it? I don't know. Maybe there's enough. I need to get another story. Do you know what I mean? Like, I need to get another story to tell. That's better than the Blind story. So, we'll see. If anyone's got one, if anyone picks a story out of all this, you know, it's not like my career is not now making Football Manager stuff, so the ending isn't even like, oh, and now I'm paid to do this as a job, because obviously I'm still not doing this as a job. This is just still a hobby, but you know, a hobby that we can make some money out of. But how FM Con ruined my life, we still need to do it. Larissa was going to be an option. Yeah, we could have done that. Talking about giving a stranger on the internet money to go and buy me a shirt, hoping that I wasn't just going to get robbed. The Odds Ball Club story as well is quite cool. But I think we need to get involved with the club properly. Like, you know, we need to be there. Newport, I suppose, is quite a good one. Newport and Sidwell. I guess really when you think about it, like, there is still enough stories to tell, because it's all football, isn't it? It's all about stories, the whole thing. Mr. Cowboy, Jamie talking about how he and his imaginary wife were having problems. The fact he has imaginary kids was suffering was killing me. Yeah. Like he fills the blanks in, doesn't he? He's just like, right, I've got this. Going for it. Any advice? Rovers fan asks. League 2. I say with Alfred in League 2 so quickly under 3 seasons. Tactics are too good. I mean, if you're, well, what advice do you want? It gets boring. All right, change your tactic then. Yeah, whatever tactic you're using, right? Okay, be honest with me. Is it a tactic you've created or is it a downloader? But ultimately, if you're winning all the time and it's getting boring, just change your tactic. Yeah, do something different. Sell one of your players. You created it. All right. Well, there you go. Then you've created a belter tactic, absolutely from scratch. Then yeah, just change tactics. Pretend in your head that you've evolved a little bit and you've now changed your philosophy ever so slightly. Yeah. Think of it like that. Sign a random player, make a tactic for them. Yeah. Or leave Alfreton and go manage someone else. Just go, you know what, fine, this is too easy, I'm going to go and manage a different team. It's 5 at the back. Right, okay. I mean, you can still win with 5 at the back tactics. Just I'm guessing you're gegenpressing. You know, I'm guessing you've got big, strong players. I'm guessing you've got quick players. I'm guessing you've done everything that the game requires you to do. So, you know, just do the opposite. Yeah. Impose an age rule as soon as they hit 30, sell them. Yeah. Let your director of football do your signings for you. Yeah, or just say, you know what, I'm only focusing on youth players now, so no more signings for me. Every player that comes into this side is going to come from the youth academy, so we're not spending another penny, we're just dealing with what comes through the door. And you won't get anybody for a good few seasons. You might get one player who's half decent. But realistically, you'll then end up selling that player. Yeah? Because he'll be able to raise some money and then you can go, right, get him off, sell him, and then, well, you're not going to be able to reinvest because there's you won't be able to buy any more players. But that's the way. Or do this, you know, do it attributeless. Take all the attributes off and look at it and go, all right, who is who? Like what players have I got? Who am I looking out for? I don't know anybody now. Yeah, there is ways of making the game harder, but it does potentially affect your chances of winning. So if you like winning and you're used to just winning, then you're not going to do any of this, are you? So I don't really know what advice you want at this point, because if you're finding it too easy, then I just think, yeah, there's ways of making it not easier. Change your tactic, change your club, change your transfer policy. Yeah, they're the easiest ones. And I'm guessing if you don't do any of those things, then you're probably not that keen on a new challenge. And you probably don't find it that boring. I would think, personally. Could I do a save of the club where you're from? Sherborne in the Vanarama South. Probably not, Blanks. I must admit, I've got nothing really drawing me to Sherborne. Sell the club to me. What's Sherborne famous for? What do we know about Sherborne? And what do we not know about Sherborne? Who owns your club? Are you you know what, let's do a bit of digging here. What's Sherborne famous for? Sherborne FC. Right. Irish from Drumcondra. They play at Tolka Park. Mickey O'Rourke, the chairman. Who's Mickey O'Rourke? Why am I thinking of someone else? Why am I thinking of someone else? Okay, so they've got no manager in real life. That's a good start. They're the first Irish club to reach the third qualifying round of the Champions League. Nice. They lost their licence to the Premier League in 2007 due to the club's debt. The club was saved. Shelbourne has mainly played in the second tier. Promoted back to the Premier League in 2021 and been competing back to the top flight since, and then won the Premier League in 2024. Oh, you don't want me to take over a team that's at the top. There's nothing for me to do there. It's already done. Yeah, no, you've sorted it. It's fine. Yeah, you don't need me. You don't need me. You're thinking of Mickey Rourke. I think I am. I think I am thinking of Mickey Rourke. Yes. Ellis, we didn't think we streamed on Thursdays. We don't normally, but we finished the podcast a lot earlier. We recorded it early tonight, so just figured I'd jump on. You know, why not? Why not jump on? See what's happening. Yeah. And I think we'll have this last match, and then we'll make a move. Two more fringe shows booked, says Keeney, Raymond Maines, and Chris MacArthur Boyd. Nice, good picks. Lewandowski injured again. He's not even back fit yet, and he's already out. We've got him on the shortlist already. Good. Knackle on the shortlist as well. Gabby George. They like Gabby George, don't they? Maybe we should have gone in for him after all. We should have agreed to sign him. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure we're going to be justified in not signing him straight away. We got Griff Ferreiro. I don't know who they are, but we've got them in the cup. Let's play our full strength team. I mean, it'll be embarrassing if we lose, but also it might help us potentially win. Good luck with the save, says Ellis. Thank you, Ellis. We're going to need all the luck we can. We have sort of picked up because, you know, we were languishing just below mid-table. One win's put us back up into the mix, but I think there is also a bit of an issue that we need to address, and that's the manager. I think he's the problem. Oh, overhead kick off the underside of the bar. Excuse me. Pantovic floats it in. Oh, Glagovski, I think he's offside. Even Libby, how are you, pal? Hope you're good. It is, it's miles offside. Cupish out to Pantovic floats it in. Kubish. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad, thank you. Been a busy one, to be honest. It's been a busy one. But bedtime in a few minutes, so... Ahmed, easy. Welcome in, welcome in. Great finish. Altenfeld makes it 2. Is that 3? Olsen floats it in. Go on. Alejnik getting up at the back post. Get up there. Pantovic floats one in. Oh, Alejnik's done it again. Alright, get the ball in the box. See what you can do with it. 2-headed goals. Very short succession. Go on, Alejnik. I mean, this lower league side, we've found our level right now. Yeah. We're showing them who's boss. Betner makes it 5. I mean, if you've got a big man, he's scoring corners, isn't he? And we've not even got like a corner tactic on or whatever. They've just went, right, he's tall, he'll get on the end of it. Do we bring Alejnik off? He's got 2 goals. Do we bring him off for... I feel like we probably should actually give him a bit of a rest. Aussie elbow. Bring Altenfeld off as well. Podney, get him to get a goal. Kilovsky can come off. Augustine. I'll do. Rest a couple of first teamers. 5-0. We're fine. We're absolutely fine. Oh, there we go. Intercepted Bedner. He's come up early, man, hasn't he? He's come far. Good block. Get it away. Oh, I can't believe we lost the ball there. Kozarek over the top. That'll do. 5-0. Decent. Decent, decent, decent. Okay, is that going to get our morale back up? I hope so. Good win in the cup. It's been a bit all over the place, to be honest. 1 win, sorry, no, 3 wins in total. A draw, 2 defeats. A really bad defeat against Gdansk, to be honest. 5-2, that's a bad defeat. Still not actually got a job that's of interest coming up just yet. So we'll keep our eyes open. We'll see what happens. Something interesting might happen at some point. We will see. But let's call it for tonight. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it. Hope you're enjoying. Well, it's not really Moneyball per se just yet, is it? It's not really full data driven just yet, is it? But we'll hopefully get there slowly but surely. Extended highlights, key highlights, I think it is, Jamo. Yeah, we haven't got too much to see on the save as it stands, but I think it's fair now to say I'm probably going to go to bed, so you can all go and hang out with Mr. Manchu, I think, because there's a possibility that he might be getting sacked. So rather him than me, you know. So right, have fun, everyone. Take care. See you all tomorrow. And yeah, let's see. We might get a bit more data tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Right. Take care, everyone. Speak to you tomorrow. All the best. Bye now.